Welcome to Metro Residential, everyone. I'm Cathy Hobbs. Today we're focusing on ways to improve or upgrade your home, whether it's on the inside or the outside. The outdoors can truly be an extension of your home. Today we're going to improve this home's curb appeal and also create a tranquil oasis using landscaping and native plants. The grounds of this Ulster County cottage could use a little makeover. And what better way to give it a little boost and add value than to bring in a professional landscaper to help us out. So joining me now is Pete Moravsky of Native Landscapes Garden Center. Pete, you're one of the top landscapers here in the Hudson Valley. Tell me, what exactly is native landscaping?
Well, native is kind of using the science and a common sense approach to landscaping. In other words, using native plants, bringing them now into a natural environment and looking at a natural environment and bringing in plants that have adapted to that particular location.
This kind of sounds like eco-friendly landscaping.
That's exactly what it is. Less pesticides, less fertilizers. It's a common sense approach to gardening and land management.
When we talk about landscaping, I almost feel like it's another design element to your home.
It is. It's like taking the paintbrush out and taking a good hard look at the landscape from every angle and how it's going to look from the house, how it's going to look from the walkway, how it's going to look from the patio, how it's going to look from the road, and then how it's going to develop over time. You know, 5 to 10 years from now, what is this landscape going to look like? You don't want to bring in plants that are going to overgrow the situation. You're going to want to bring plants in that stay to scale with the landscape around a small cottage garden like this.
The first and probably most important step is picking the right plants for your property.
Cathy, here are a couple of plants that I just like to point out that deserve a little merit in the landscape. Ilex glaber, okay? Here's a plant, you know, everybody's planting boxwood out there. Here's a plant that could take the place of boxwood. It's in the holly family. It's an evergreen. It stays fairly small.
So it'll be all year round?
All year round. Here we have the cardinal flower. Now the cardinal flower flowers late season. Hummingbirds just love this flower. This is called turtlehead. This particular variety is called hot lips. As you can see,
cool name.
This is going to open right up, okay? And this is just loaded with a lot of pollen in it also. And you're going to find the hummingbirds and the butterflies, once these things open up, getting right in there and grabbing that pollen out of there.
Prepping the ground helps to make sure it's ready to take the plants. Out with the old, in with the new.
That's right.
Now it's time to plant.
Let's bring that snake root. You see that chocolate flowering?
This one?
Yes.
So with the plant, you want to make sure that you're going high, low, making sure that everything's in scale.
That's right. You see down here, I'm sitting almost 3 or 4 feet below grade. So we can do some plants that grow a little bit higher here so that we can see them from the deck and we can see them from this angle too. Because the white, I think, will go better with the red.
Color-wise, the red looks better with the white, and then you want to put this over on this side.
Right, because we got the lavenders over here, so we're kind of going through the color wheel now.
Makes sense. Who says women don't have green thumbs?
You do have green thumbs.
I have green thumbs. Pete and I used our green thumbs to get the mulch in place. Spreading mulch on your plants helps to protect them from weeds and weather elements.
Cathy, now that the landscaping is in and it's all planted in mulch, we got to keep it alive. So it's very important that we water. Okay, and in the beginning we got to water fairly heavy. We got to water these plants, if the weather stays like this, probably once a day for the next week, and then after that we can go like once every 3 days. But a lot of people don't know how to water. You got to literally make mud around the roots of the plant. Pete, I didn't doubt you for a moment, but I have to admit this looks absolutely amazing. It exceeded my expectations. Well, here's, you know, native plant, cottage garden. These all fit this whole genre right here. It came out beautiful. From this vantage point, you can really take in all the beauty. Let's talk about design and how you designed it. Well, what brings the whole landscape together is all the different textures. The different size leaves and how leaves are different and how they change throughout the whole landscape here. Also, putting plants together in odd numbers. So you should pair your plantings.
Yeah, exactly. You should bring them together and create drifts of one kind of plant in the landscape. We're keeping the environment alive. We're keeping the native bugs, we're keeping the native animals, we're keeping them alive in the landscape, and that's an important thing today.
Well, it looks amazing, I have to say. And this will all kind of grow beautifully with the environment.
It'll all come together and it'll all be a beautiful mass of colors within the next year or two, and it'll really pop.
Whether it's improving your yard, a plant, or a tree at a time, landscaping can not only increase the value of your home, but your enjoyment. We'll be right back.